Hey everyone, Kara asked me to say a few words to help you all communicate and approach people about the opportunity. This is usually an hour-long sales training, but it's relevant to recruiting, and I'm going to condense it down to a few minutes. So everyone is labeled as 4 different animals. Rather than using the colors like red personality, blue personality, I'm using animals because it's more visual, helps me understand it better. And so the first one is a tiger. Now, a tiger has high emotions. They're the ones that they had the first iPhone when it drops. They're the ones counting down for when the new Jordan 1s happen so they can quickly purchase it. They're the ones that spend a little bit more than they make. They're the life of the party. They're also the influencers of the energy. If they're up and excited, everyone's excited. If they're down, everyone knows it. And so they're all about, will this opportunity help my lifestyle, or help me have more fun, or give me a sense of community? They really like community. And so you approach it that way. Hey, this is a great opportunity that I have found that's been really fun because it's around great like-minded people. It's exciting. It's around amazing people I've learned from. This guy named Brandon, who's an ex-Navy SEAL. His information and experience is invaluable. James, the owner, oh my gosh, this industry, he has a yacht, he has all these houses, he's so well-spoken, and I've learned so much from him and his business background. I think this could be for you. You don't have to say that exactly, but you're appealing to like their energy and their emotion, and then that's just how the conversation starts. So a tiger can make a decision rather quickly. And if they have that sense of community, oh man, they are your recruiters. They're the ones that have a vast network of people you can tap into. The next one is an owl. They're the doctors, the lawyers, the ones that read every line in the contract, very risk averse, analytical mind. They take a long time to make a decision. It's all about risk reward for them. So if I'm going to approach them, it's very transparent. This is what it is. This is how it's benefited me. And I love the compensation plan. Their model is different than most network marketing companies, and their product is amazing. In fact, with a mind like yours, it'd be cool to get your feedback on what you think about that product and research it all you want, and let me know what you think about it. They're the ones that you have to really be patient, because they're going to be a slow burn recruit. Don't get frustrated if they keep coming back with more questions, or questions where you're like, oh, I just answered that. Be patient with them. Okay, the next one are lambs. Now, don't mistake that animal as someone that is weak or a pushover or can't handle any bit of conflict, although they're the ones that are the most resistant to conflict. They're the friend that's the therapist. Everyone unloads their trauma on them, and so they carry a burden. Because of that, they're very sensitive to people's feelings. They're very sensitive to energy. They're very sensitive to feeling safe. Again, another person that could take some time, but also a friend or a recruit that will give you a lot of disappointment. What I mean by that is they often will say yes because they're big people pleasers. And then you're all excited about it. They're bought in. And then the next day, they don't answer your call, or they change their mind because they wanted to please you. And then you have to go, then you have to back up and answer their questions to make them feel safe. They're the ones that you would approach saying, hey, I thought of you. They love to be thought of because often they're not. They're the ones that are dumped on. So by saying, hey, I was thinking of you the other day. I'm doing this opportunity. I think you'd really like it. It's meant a lot to me. It's created a great sense of community, like-minded people. And I don't know, it's just weird. I just had this feeling. They're about feelings. Now, if you talk about feelings with, say, an owl, they're like, I don't care about feelings, all right? A tiger, they might take that as maybe being manipulated. They're all about, like, the flash. But with a lamb, it's all about, hey, I was thinking of you. I don't know why I had this feeling. That'll immediately draw them in, as long as it's sincere, that you really did have a feeling. Make sure you're honest with it. You don't want to be manipulative. But that's how I would approach a lamb. Okay, like I'll give you an example. Marnie, sweet Marnie. Now Marnie is a lot of different, there's a little bit of everything in Marnie, but she gravitates more as a lamb. I do too, actually. She's someone that's soft. She's someone that is going to listen. She gives you great feedback. She's very spiritual. She's very in tune with feelings. So if I'm approaching Marnie, it's just like that. Hey, I had this feeling that I should talk to you about this. And it was strong. And this has meant a lot to me, and it might be for you. Maybe not, but I think you might like it. So that's a way I would approach a lamb. The last one is a bull. They're the red personalities. They're my kryptonite. When I was in sales, I'd talk to a bull, and I would get I'd be caught flat-footed. I'd stutter. They're the ones like, what do you want? Get to the point. Get to the point. They're the CEOs. They are the entrepreneurs. They are the self-starters. They are the get to the point people. They are don't BS me. All right, what is this? They're the ones where you'll be like, oh, it's network marketing. Oh, so it's an MLM? Just say it's an MLM. They're like those type of people. And the way you approach someone like that is saying, I need your help. They're the ones that I'm calling at 2 a.m. because my car broke down and I don't want to bother anyone else, but I know they would wake up and happily help me without having any evidence of annoyance. So you approach them saying, hey, I could really use your help. Well, what do you need my help with? So I'm in this new MLM that I love, especially because of the product. They've changed the way they do the compensation, and I love the leadership there. It's just, they're a tier above everyone. Some of the best business minds I've ever met. And I would love to get your feedback on it. You know, you're a really confident person, and it might not be for you, no problem. But yeah, I really use your help on kind of looking into this and giving me your feedback. Now, they might say, I don't do that. With a bull, you want to agree and say, yeah, of course. No, I didn't come to you thinking that this is something that you do. But I think it could be. But also, I'd love your insight on it and kind of poke the holes in it. A bull thinks they know everything for the most part, and they're going to be like, okay, I'll tell you what I think. And I'm like, but also be open to it. Like, okay, I'm open to it. Because a bull doesn't, if you say, are you open to the idea of ... they're immediately going to say, well, yeah, of course I'm open to it, because they don't want to be someone that's closed-minded. And so they always want to look like they're in control. And so that's how I would approach a bull. So across the board, with any personality type, you want to mirror them. And I don't like the word mirror because it sounds manipulative. It's really, you want to match their energy. If I'm talking to a tiger, it's, dude, this is going to be awesome. You'll freaking love this. If I'm talking to an owl, it's very the details. And their energy is usually kind of more dry, more level. So I'm not raising my emotion. I'm not lowering my emotion. I'm being very like, hey, so this is what I'm doing. This is one of the things I really like about it. One thing that's interesting, I'm giving them a little bit more details than usual, but I'm matching their energy. With a lamb, I'm softer. I'm more patient. I understand that this isn't going to be a quick decision for them. I want them to feel safe. So with that in mind, I match that energy. With a bull, they can come at you like that. Well, I don't want to do that. Well, yeah, of course. Be strong back and be agreeable and ask for their help in any way that you can navigate getting that into the conversation. So little tidbits, hope it helps, and good luck, everyone.